morning. It's Monday. You're watching Breakfast Television. I'm Meredith, and this is Sid. And have you ever wondered what your plants are really thinking? Well, our next guest has been studying plant psychology to find out how humans can connect with plants to become better plant parents. Plant psychologist Douglas Genobie joins us in studio. Welcome to BTE.
Hi, thank you for having me.
This is fascinating, Sid. This is a really cool topic. I've brought some plants, brought some friends. I want you to read them or tell me about them, but yeah.
Before we dive into this, plant psychology, how would you define it?
Well, I mean, it's not too different from human psychology, right? Human psychology is the study of human reactions and behaviors, and plant psychology is the same thing, but popped into your little plant here. So yeah, I like to try to get inside them and wonder what they're thinking, just like a psychologist would for a person.
I mean, it honestly is something that I have just not thought of before. So I think this is going to take us all watching into so many, different areas. What about plant-to-plant communication? They speak to each other.
Sure, of course. So it's not like science fiction or anything. It's when a plant is in the same soil as another plant, it releases certain xeno acids that are going to be absorbed by the other plant. And depending on the order of those xeno acids and the structure of it, it's exchange of information at the base of everything, which is obviously the base of communication. So I'm not talking about talking one-on-one to the plant, but
right, they're not doing like April Fool's Day pranks on each other or anything like that?
They are certainly not. Yeah. But yeah, they can communicate. And I'm just trying to see if I can insert myself in there in any sense, whether that's scientific, spiritual, or somewhere in between.
So as you have tried to insert yourself in this relationship between humans and plants, what have you noticed?
Well, I've noticed that a lot of people treat their plant as you would a house plant, as silly as it sounds, and I'm trying to advocate for more of a these are all beings, right? Living things. So just trying to advocate for a little bit of more awareness there, right? You wouldn't leave your dog in a dark closet. So in a similar way, I try not to. I try to think of plants as living beings. So ultimately, what have I noticed is a lot of people don't consider the humanity of these plants, the livelihood.
And I think, too, during the pandemic, we were just talking about making sourdough bread. A lot of people got a lot of plants in the pandemic, and potentially they didn't really know what they were doing with them. I know we were doing a couple close-ups on my plants that I brought in here. One of them is not doing so well, Doug. Okay,
it's a little painful to see, but I do my best.
But I decided to bring her in because I have one that I think I'm doing quite well with, and then I have one that I think needs a bigger pot, is what I'm thinking. But
sure.
but I'm happy to have your reading, I think.
Well, great. I'm happy to do that whenever.
Okay.
I'm getting some vibes already, to be entirely honest. It's hard for me to be in a room and not sense those things. You know, I got in here and I kind of like this. I'm a little bit like a prairie dog in that sense. My head goes up, my ears perk up. I say there's a plant in here, you know. So,
okay, so this is not my plant. So let's start with my plants.
Okay, great.
And maybe the better one.
Sure. May I slide it over? Is that okay?
Sure. Yes,
fantastic.
absolutely. Yeah.
This is a beautiful piece, by the way, that it's in. Yes, it's fantastic. The plant as well, obviously, but I meant the piece it's in.
Oh,
you know, a lot of people, is similar to people. You live in a happy home, you're happier in the similar way to the plants. So let me just actually, if you don't mind, I've got something here that might be able to help out.
Sorry. What is that?
This is just a magnifying glass for the plant. In a lot of ways, in a lot of ways, I can't really see what I need to see unless it's very, very close up.
Okay.
So that's what this is ultimately.
Sorry, my apologies for making you look at me while you had that on.
Sorry, yes.
That wasn't what I wanted.
I don't wear this meeting new people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too much information, right, Doug? Yeah.
Oh. Okay, and whose plant is this again?
Meredith's.
It's Sid's.
No, it's Meredith's.
No.
It's not my plant. Not my plant.
This is fantastic stuff. So let me ask you, Meredith, I know this is going to come out as a bit of a strange question. Do you play music in the house?
Yes.
Yeah, so I can see that here. A plant that's listening to music a lot of the time is going to be a healthier, more active grower. And you can kind of see that here at the base. I know this is going to sound a little strange, but more R&B would probably help.
Play more R&B?
More R&B. Something with a little funk, but a little smooth tone would probably help overall. Although, you know, this is I'm not trying to say that this is.
Are you
absolute.
saying that I'm not funky, Doug?
I am.
Is that what you're saying?
I would never say something.
Okay,
like
okay,
that.
right.
Yeah, but this is fantastic. This plant, maybe you already know this. This plant has a bit of a mischievous tone. I don't know if it interacts with the plants around your house, but it certainly is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a very vibrant, positive vibe. I don't know if you guys can feel that.
Okay.
But yeah, let's take a look
Okay,
at this.
let's look at. Okay,
Let's take a look at the other.
So that one feels like it's going
extreme.
quite well. Yeah, let's take a look at the other extreme.
Oh, I can barely touch this. Okay. Excuse me, this might. Sorry.
Getting emotional there, Doug.
Yeah. Well, this one lives in the teenager's room. You
Yeah,
know what
this
I'm
is
saying?
this is a little difficult.
I didn't take his. This is not the one I'm caring for.
This is Meredith. Does this plant share any soil with any other plants? Maybe what we call a bully plant, which is a plant that absorbs all the nutrients that this plant needs, like a cactus that's with a dark past or something.
I don't know if I have a cactus with a dark past. I don't know.
Or maybe a fern that's seen too much.
There are other plants around this plant. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. It's just sometimes. Sorry, folks. Sometimes around this time of year, these plants can have a really hard time, especially the beginning of April, especially the 1st of April, folks. April Fools, are you kidding me? Woo!
Are you serious?
I'm just a guy.
Thank goodness, because I was like, Doug. Oh my gosh. Well,
We've done it. There's cameras there.
That's pretty.
Well, that's good. That's good.
That's pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good.
Is your name Doug?
No, it's not.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Gavin Pounds. I'm a member of Second City's touring company. Yeah, not Doug. Don't know anything about plants. I think there's a plant expert in the room that was probably upset with some of the things I said.
You know what? That
Wow.
wouldn't have been the weirdest guest I've seen on the show.
Wow.
Can we have a round of applause for him? That was pretty good. That was pretty
Very good. Oh my gosh. When he was talking about R&B, I'm like, really?
When he started crying, for God's sake.
Wow. Okay.
looked at that camera
well
7
done.
times.
Well done, everyone
Well
here
done.
on Breakfast Television.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. You got us.
We're going to. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you as
to
well.
meet you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Anything
Yeah.
you want to plug while you're here? Anything
Yeah.
else you want to throw
Is there
out
a
there?
show?
Come to Second City's
There you
touring
go.
company Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights at Second City, 1 York Street.
They're good. They're very
We're
good.
very good.
All right. On that note, you sound off. Your thoughts on April Fool's Day?
We hate it.
Do you like it? Do you not like it? I didn't hate that segment.
gosh.
Feedback at Breakfast Television.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness that was a joke.
We're live across the country.
Like, I didn't know where to go over the crying
started
plant
crying.
expert. I was like, I don't want to be insensitive, sir, but this is crazy. Yeah.
More BT after this. Just go.
Like the glasses.
Fine.
Remember